Who knows how to structure a decent elevator pitch? You do. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so what do you need? So,
this is the way I've been taught.
Yep.
You talk about the people you deal with.
Yep.
The problem they've got.
Yep.
And the solution you give them.
Okay, great. That's a really good structure. Yep. Very, 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 very good. Yep. Okay. And just to be clear, I want you people to learn something today. So at the end of our time together, I will be asking you what are the three top things that you've learned. Okay. I do expect you to learn some stuff. So you need to be listening because I'm going to ask you at the end of the time. So what are the three top things that you've learned? And I'll also be asking you for at least one thing that you're actually going to implement in your business. Okay, so you do need to be listening. Three things, the three top things that I'm going to learn, and at least one thing that you're going to implement in your business. Okay, who does a bit of networking? Who goes to some networking functions? John. No, you do. You're kidding. You must. You don't.
I'm willing to have.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Working?
So,
yeah, I haven't made the transition yet.
so who's ever had someone call them from a networking event? You've met them at a networking event and they've called you. Fantastic. Well done. And you too. Fantastic. That's excellent. Okay. In this group, we've probably done hundreds of networking events. You reckon? Hundreds of networking events. All right, so I assert that we're wasting our time if you're going through it the way you went through that. Like, you may as well not go if you're going through it the way you went through that. So one of the things for you to learn is how to do a decent elevator pitch, and you need to practice it. Okay, so that if you're stuck in an elevator with a fantastic prospect, at the end of that time they should at least be interested in grabbing your card and you being able to take theirs with permission to call them. Okay?
Can I just make some observations what I kind of found with that process? One thing I liked about John's elevator pitch, which stuck in my mind, was numbers were really memorable. So something to do with the 400,000 three quarters, that just stuck in my mind. Perhaps it's got some validity when you're actually creating.
Likewise for me, your turnover over $1 million.
Yeah.
It's not in my mind too.
Yeah. And one thing that you would have got better on is if you had some tax and benefits onto the end. You said what you did, but you didn't say what it did for people.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks for that.
That probably goes against my
Well, let me just explain that in this process, we've got a huge amount of ability in the room, and you've all got heaps to share, and I really appreciate that. And generally speaking, if you've got a question, I'm interested in clarification questions. I'll handle clarification questions. And if it's a kind of taking things off on a tangent question, then see me later. And if it's like an amplification comment, well, it has to be really good to take our time, and that's good. But in general, we've got time for clarification questions, not for taking things off on a tangent type stuff. And occasionally, it'll be great to get some feedback, okay? But we've got stuff to get through and a certain time frame to get through that. Okay. So with our marketing, we need to do some kind of a reality check. So the reality check is, does what we're doing make sense? Okay, so does what we're doing make sense? And I've got to show you an image. So because does it make sense isn't always an easy question, I don't think. Okay. So who knows Richard Simmons?
Yeah.
So this is Richard Simmons. Okay. So that's Richard Simmons. Now, does what he does make sense?
Just because we've known him, right? From that picture, or sometimes
Who he is, his value proposition, all of that stuff. Does it make sense?
It's definitely memorable.
It's memorable, yep. It is memorable. So that works, doesn't it? That works for Richard Simmons. So the reality check involved in does it make sense isn't an easy reality check to do. So in this room, I would suggest, we're sophisticated consumers, aren't we? We're sophisticated consumers of marketing material. Who's got a bit of a background in marketing? So Saskia, Chris, Duncan. Okay, but I would say as a group we're relatively sophisticated consumers of marketing, which means sometimes our marketing messages are quite sophisticated. They are. They're quite sophisticated. And who are we actually dealing with out there in the world?
Short attention spans.
Short attention spans, yes. What else?
Loads of messages.
Lots of messages.
Yeah.
Lots of messages. Yeah.
Desensitised.
Pardon?
Desensitised.
Desensitised, yeah.
Busy people.
Busy people.
General ignorance.
General ignorance, yeah.
Yeah, but I guess they're also pretty well informed because they're on the
Yeah. Some of them, there are other sophisticated consumers out there, aren't there? So we're competing with. I love TV infomercials. Does anybody else watch TV infomercials? So I love TV infomercials because they're like a what do you call a little small environment?
Ecosystem.
Yeah, well, sort of an ecosystem, or they're the whole sales process in miniature. They're the whole sales process in miniature. So something like, who's watched, there's something around at the moment called the Ab Circle Pro.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
It's always one that starts with an ad, isn't it?
Okay, so who can tell me what the Ab Circle Pro is going to do for me?
Yes.
Gonna get you cut up in 30 days or less.
Clinging all over you.
I'm going to have women clinging all over me, yep, what else?
All your friends are going to go, wow.
It's gonna make you look good in speedos.
Yeah,
With about 20 seconds a day for like 7 days.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because it's easy. Easy to get
Easy,
good results.
yes.
And you don't have to pay now, you can pay the 3 payments, you can store it under your bed.
And it works. All the people tell you it works on those
It
information.
can do it in front of the TV.
Not work.
Yeah.
On the TV watching infomercials.
Results may vary though.
Oh, yeah, see,
Okay, so I'm going to come back to this theme a few times. The Richard Simmons theme, that crazy works sometimes, and the Ab Circle Pro theme, that outrageous offers, promising outrageous stuff, can work. Okay, who's ever bought any of that infomercial type stuff, like an exercise thing or anything?
Yeah.
No? Oh,
I
yeah.
have
No
an exercise.
exercise. No exercise.
Okay, so I'll own up. I bought an exercise thing.
well done.
The existing system. It's not good.
And do you know what it all
We
comes?
can tell you bought it.
Well, yeah. and what do you think it comes with? So you get this, metal thing in a box that you can never put together. And what else does it come with? So it comes with
DVD.
a DVD. Yep. What else?
So some kind of guarantee, like a 90 or whatever day guarantee that you can.
Yeah, there's a guarantee which is conditional on some stuff. Yeah.
There's got to be an opportunity to buy more stuff.
Not necessarily at that stage. There's an opportunity to buy more stuff on the phone, but what it actually comes with is some useful stuff. Okay, it comes with some exercise plans, and it comes with some diet plans normally. It comes with some useful stuff that could actually have me get the results that I saw on TV or something like that. Maybe not quite those results. Okay. So Ab Circle Pro, they're selling me what I want. So what I want is some version of women clinging to me. that's what I want. But what I actually need is an exercise plan and a food plan, as well as the gizmo that they're selling me with all the add-ons. Okay, so they're selling me what I want. They're actually getting me taking action based on what I want, and then giving me what I need, which is, a bit of work, a bit of sweat along the way and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so crazy works. So Richard Simmons gets people to exercise and he gets them to pay him money. So crazy works, and you have to be prepared to sell your little hearts out with your marketing.